Hello, friends. Nice to see you. Welcome to Sunday night readings. If you don't know my name, I'm Miss Erika. Now, what's your name? Oh, thank you for telling me your name, and I hope you're ready to snuggle in your Sunday night pajamas like Miss Erika, and you're ready to read. Today, we're going to read Just Me in the Bath, which is good to take baths at night, and Curious George and the Puppies. We're going to start with Curious George and the Puppies. This is George. George was a good little monkey and always very curious. One day, George went for a walk with his friend, the man with the yellow hat. When they sat down to rest, they noticed a tiny kitten peeking out from under a bush. The kitten looked frightened. "Perhaps she is lost," said the man with the yellow hat. Together, he and George searched the park for the little kitten's owner. But the kitten was all alone. "This kitten is too young to be on her own," the man said. "We should take her to the animal shelter where they can care for her and find her a home." So George and the kitten and the man with the yellow hat drove to the animal shelter. The director of the shelter was glad to see them. "It was good for you to bring the kitten here," she said. "We will be happy to take care of her." George gave the kitten to the director. Then he and the man with the yellow hat walked inside. "Come in," the director said, "but watch where you step. We have a large litter of puppies and one has gotten out of this cage. We're still looking for him, so please be careful." She closed the door quickly behind them. George had never been to an animal shelter before. Animals of all kinds were being cared for here. George saw bunnies, cats, turtles, and guinea pigs. We even saw a snake, but he didn't see any puppies. "George, I need to sign some papers," said the man with the yellow hat. "Please stay here and don't be too curious." Just as the man with the yellow hat left the room, George heard barking. Maybe it was the puppies, but where was it coming from? George was curious. He followed the barking noises and found a room full of dogs. There were yellow dogs, spotted dogs, sleek dogs, fluffy dogs. There were even quiet dogs and yappy dogs and even a dog without a tail. But where were the puppies? Then George saw a little wagging tail. Then another and another. Once George saw the puppies, he could not take his eyes off them. He had to pet one. Here was a puppy. The puppy liked George. George wanted to hold the puppy. Slowly, he opened the door. But before George could even reach the puppy, the mother dog pushed the door open and was off like a shot. George tried to close the door after her, but the puppies were too fast. There was nothing George could do. Puppies were everywhere. Puppies hid under the desk. Puppies barked at bunnies. One puppy played with the telephone cord and another climbed on top of a cage to watch the others get into mischief. Soon all the dogs were barking, the cats were meowing, and the bunnies rustled into the corner of their cage. "Oh no!" cried the director as she and the man with the yellow hat rushed into the room. "Now all the puppies are out." The man with the yellow hat helped the director gather up the puppies and put them safely back in their cage. Soon all the animals settled down and were quiet. Except for one who was still barking. It was the mother dog. What was she barking at? There was nothing here but a door. There must be something on the other side, thought George. He opened the door. was the missing puppy. Everyone was happy to finally find the puppy. The director scooped him up and said, "George, you certainly caused a ruckus, but if you hadn't let the puppies out, we might still be searching for this little one." Then she gave the puppies and their mother a snack. "These puppies are now big enough to go live with families who will take care of them," she said. "Do you want to take one home with you, George?" George did. Oh, Curious George. Now that was cool. Curious George, actually, his curiosity helped them find the dog. The missing puppy, I mean. That was pretty cool. Now, on to our Little Critters book. Little Critter, just me in the tub. I wonder what this book is going to be about. When I take a bath, there are lots of things that I have to do. First, I start to run the water in the bath. I like it to be nice and warm. Sometimes it takes a little while to get the water just right. Then I put in the bubble stuff. I have to be careful not to pour too much. While the water is running, I get my towel and washcloth. I like big fluffy towels. I get my pajamas too. I always look for clean ones because clean ones smell so good. Then I take off my clothes and get into the tub. When the water is just deep enough, I turn it off. If I let the water run too much, it could splash on the floor. I always wash before I play in my bath. I start with my face, then I wash my hair and my feet and my hands. I wash my arms and legs and in between my toes. I can't reach my back, so I use a brush for that. Then it's time to play with my toys. If I forget something, I never bother Mom. I just go and get it. I can't take my stuffed animals in the bathtub, but I bring them into the bathroom so they won't feel left out. I like to play with my pirate ship in the tub. Sometimes my pirate ship is caught in a terrible storm and ends up stranded on a desert island. I have pots and pans to play with in the tub too. I like to make bubble cakes, but they don't taste too good. I can make myself look like Santa Claus. I play in the tub until my mom says, "Time to come out now." I knew it was time because the water was getting cold. When I get out of the tub, I step on the bath mat so I won't splash water everywhere. Sometimes mom comes in and helps me dry off. Then I put on my nice clean pajamas. I always remember to let the water drain out of the tub, but sometimes I forget about my toys. Then I wipe up the floor just in case I splashed a little. And I put my dirty clothes in the basket. Taking a bath can be a real job, but it always makes me feel warm and cozy. The end. Yes, warm and cozy, just like we are going to get when we get in bed with our nice pajamas and our nice blanket. We're going to snuggle up and we're going to get ready for circle time tomorrow. So sweet dreams, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.